Students, we are discussing the theories of social work in this module, and we are talking about the social system theory. We see that there are a lot of concepts in the social system theory, and we see that systems exist at all levels. System exists at personal level. A person has a life within the family, a person has a professional life, a person has outgoing life, a social life, and person is also engaged within the economic activities. We see that systems also exist within the family. In family, we have respect for the elders, we have respect for the youngers, and the families can be the joint family systems. The families can be the single and nuclear family systems, and the families can be the rural families or the urban families. Simultaneously, we have the systems in the organizations as well. The organizations can be the multilateral organizations, the international organizations, the local organizations, the organizations which are serving the different objectives. And within the organization, there can be the managerial staff, there can be the administrative staff, and there can be a supervisor or the boss or the service delivery staff, or so the people who are doing the different jobs within an organization. And the organizations have also the different objectives as well, and performing the different services and rendering the different services as well. These organizations can be the government organizations. These organizations can be the non-government organizations, the semi-government organizations, and these organizations can be the commercial organizations, or the religious organizations, or the welfare organizations as well. Similarly, we see that there is a system within the communities as well. Some people are doctors, some people are the engineers, the community can be the agrarian community, the community can be the urban community. So it depends upon the type of the community and what kind of the system exists within the community. Then we have the societies, the Eastern societies, the Western societies, and the industrialized societies. So different kind of societies depends upon the different systems which exist within that society. Then we can talk about the different cultures as well. Even within one society, we have different cultures. Within one community, we have different cultures. And even within the culture, we have different culture traits for the males, and we have the different cultural traits for the females. So for the girls and the boys. So it is important to study the systems which exist at different levels. So if we talk about that, what is the basic unit of a social system, which is obviously the basic unit of the social system is the individual, about which we as a social worker are very much concerned to study. We see that the systems can be the macro systems, which are working on the larger scale, and the systems can work on the microsystems on the smaller scale. And the different small scale systems can be interconnected and make a macro system, and can be connected with, and these microsystems can be connected with the macro system as well. And we also must know about the whole versus part, that how the single unit is connected with a complete whole perspective. So if we talk about from the holistic point of view, we see that whole determines the actions of its parts, and people are determined by the society, which means the individual consciousness is determined by the collective consciousness. And if we see the atomistic viewpoint, which says the whole is the sum of its parts, persons determine the society. So this is a big debate which explores that whether the individuals are the product of the society or the society is the product of the individuals. So how and to what extent the individuals are affected by the society as a whole, and to what extent the society is affected by the individuals. In this debate we see ये वही एक जो एक बहस है कि क्या अफराद से मुआशरा बनता है या मुआशरा जो है वो अफराद के ज़िंदगी के तरीक़ेकार को जो है वो तय करता है. For example, if we talk about the role models of bad boy, the bad girl, the good boy or the good girl are determined by the society. So individuals learn how to become and what is the role model of the bad boy or what is the role model of the good boy or the good girl. So individual want to follow those paths in which their actions get rewards from the society. So they want to repeat their actions again and again. And what kind of behavior patterns get the social sanctions from the society? So they want to do it again and again, and they want to correct their deviant behaviors, to which they get the hate of the society and the disliking of the society. So ये एक बहस है कि अगर क्या अफराद को पहले ठीक किया जाए तो मुआशरा ठीक हो सकता है, या एक अच्छा मुआशरा पहले तामीर किया जाए जिसकी वजह से अफराद एक बेहतर ज़िंदगी जो है वो गुजार सकते हैं. तो जब हम मुआशरे की बात करते हैं कि मुआशरा जो है वो फेट एंड डेस्टिनी जो है वो इंडिविजुअल्स की और पर्सन्स की वो डिटरमिन करता है, तो हम इसको कहते हैं कि दिस इज़ द होलिस्टिक व्यू पॉइंट. और जब हम ये कहते हैं कि अगर लोगों को जो है वो इनफरादी तौर पर उनके ऊपर सोशल कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट की जाए और उनको एजुकेट किया जाए, उनको बाशऊर किया जाए, जिसकी वजह से एक सेहतमंद मुआशरा जो है वो जन्म ले सके, तो हम इसे कहते हैं ऑटोमिस्टिक व्यू पॉइंट, जिसमें persons determine the society. And this duality and this kind of thinking has emerged within our profession as the historical distinction between the casework and the community organization, or as individual change versus social change, that whether a change can be brought in individual's life if we introduce the social change and if we bring the social change, and whether if the lives of the individuals are changed, the society will automatically change and there will be a social change automatically. So in our profession of social work, we deal this issue on two levels: in casework intervention and in community organization intervention, which are the primary methods of social work. We work on both edges. On one edge, we want to develop the potential of our client. So the client, the person, the individual, as a single entity and unit of the society, can tackle his or her own problems and can be self-sustained and self-sufficient to handle the life situations and to solve the problems of his or her own life. And simultaneously, we in community organization method, we introduce the welfare reforms within the community, and we want to create the healthy environment within the community so the individuals can be benefited while using all the resources of the community. So this duality is inherent in other social behavioral disciplines as well, like psychology, sociology, criminology, and most explicitly in the paradigm of nature versus nurture, that whether the biological factors or the personality traits determines one's life, or whether the learned behavior contribute in the biological deficiencies or biological factors and aspects of the human personality. In the concept of holon, we see that each social entity, whether large or small, complex or simple, is a holon. This term was borrowed from Greek language to express the idea that each unit, each social entity is a part and is a whole at the same time. So a social unit is made up of parts to which it is the whole, which is said to be the suprasystem, and at the same time is part of some larger whole, which is called the component. We can take the example of our body, that human body is a suprasystem in which different systems work, like the respiratory system, the digestion system, the circulatory system, the nervous system, and these systems are the components and have their own place as individual independent unit. किसी एक ऑर्गन में भी अगर प्रॉब्लम होती है जिस्म के अंदर, तो पूरा जो सिस्टम है बॉडी का वो डिस्टर्ब होकर के रह जाता है. सो इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट कि जो कंपोनेंट है वो भी उतना ही हेल्दी और कंस्ट्रक्टिव हो एक सिस्टम के अंदर जितना कि एक सुप्रा सिस्टम जो है वो उसको होना चाहिए. इसी तरह से सोशल सिस्टम थ्योरी में एक मेजर कॉन्सेप्ट हायरार्की है, which means that all the systems work in a hierarchy and are nested in a hierarchy, which are connected, interlinked, and interdependent with one another. And systems consist of subsystems, and all these systems work within environment. So it is important to understand all these concepts of social systems in the social system theory. Then the social workers can render the welfare services in a more comprehensive manner.